Welcome back to another Titus Diorama and Toy Review, and in today's video we are going to be taking a look at the Marvel Legends X-Men Retro Gambit figure. So let's get to it. Alright guys, so as you can see, Gambit comes in that vintage clam style packaging that we've come to recognize as the vintage line over the last few years. I do love how it allows you to see the figure and all the accessories, and I love how it gives you that nostalgic feel of those old figures that you used to pick up back in the day. It just looks exactly like it came off the peg from like 1996. I do love as well that the back also reminisces that same style of packaging, and they really do go all out to make it the vintage feel that this is supposed to be taking after. With that, guys, let's go ahead and get Gambit out of the packaging. All right, guys, so here is the vintage Gambit out of the packaging. And let's go ahead and just take a quick look at the accessories and at Gambit itself, and then we'll do a comparison to the other Gambit we got in the Juggernaut Wave. I believe it was the Juggernaut Wave. You can correct me if I was wrong down in the comment section below. But first and foremost, it's pretty much the same accessories we've seen with the other Gambit. He comes with a staff. He does come with the throwing hand with different cards. They did use some different color pink see-through, and they actually painted the cards. I do have the original one, so you can definitely see the difference. They've also did a different paint job on the actual hand. It's a blue instead of a black, which is really cool. The staffs are the same color. Again, he's got that hand in order to hold the playing card. And again, this playing card has that different color see-through pink, and the card is painted. But it still slides into the finger, so you can have him holding the playing card and getting ready to throw it off if he wants to. Something that is different, unless I am missing a hand, which I don't think I am for the other Gambit, is he does come with two gripping hands, which does allow you to have him hold the staff across instead of just in one hand, or you can put it in each hand depending on which way you want to pose him with it. Again, if you're going to pose him either throwing the cards or holding the card, his staff's only going to go in one hand. But the accessories, again, are really nice. I like them with the original Gambit. I do like it with this Gambit. So we're not going to go over the articulation in this one today because it is the same articulation as the other Gambit has, but we are going to talk about the differences. So I'm going to bring in the other Gambit, and we're going to take a quick look. So there's a couple noticeable things here with Gambit that we can see. First and foremost, there are some color differences. Actually, a lot of color differences. Now, this particular Gambit fits more in line with the 90s animated series. So the coloration is in that aspect. So you can see he's got brighter blues. His pants are blue instead of black. Different color metallic down here. You can also see that they've actually lined out or marked out all the little line work that's on the collar section, where it isn't really marked out in this one as much. And of course, he's got two different head sculpts here. This particular one has the wavy hair off to the side, and he has the new one here has the more basic one that we see from the actual cartoon series. The coloration of the coat, of course, is different, and as you can see, there's a bit of a different stylization here. I can move this out a little bit here, but you can see that the actual jacket here, although the same, is in front of his legs much more than the other one here. Now, granted, I have had this tucked in back to kind of show off the leg there a little bit, so it is sculpted out a little differently, but you can also see that the back has a slightly different sculpt. Here, this one is more kicked out, and this one's more flat. So, overall, guys, I think that he's a great addition to my collection, and he is going to be going into my 90s animated cartoon shelf that I have. This Gambit's kind of been the placeholder for him for a very long time, and I was hoping and wishing that they would originally come out, or eventually come out with this coloration. Now, they did release a Rogue with the coloration and the head sculpt from the animated series. Will I get that? Maybe. I believe it's a Walgreens exclusive and up here in Canada, so it's not something I can easily get. But if I do happen to get it, I will replace her in my shelf there as well. But the other Rogue is just right for my current lineup for my 90s animated. So guys, I hope that you've liked this review. If you did, click on that like button. If this is the first time watching one of my videos, make sure you click on the subscription button and also click on that bell notification so you can be updated with any new content that I come out with. And as always, guys, stay nerdy.